Steve Alexander, 525. It's your first look at business. 5:41 in the morning, 720 WGN. It is Veterans Day. We're saluting all of our vets today and remembering and thanking them for their service. And we also thank Master Sergeant Mark Evans, Pizzas for Patriots. Thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, Andrea. We really appreciate it, and I want to thank all the WGN listeners for all the years of support of our project.
Well, we want to thank you. For those who don't know Pizzas for Patriots, tell us what this is.
Pizzas
Your
for
amazing
Patriots.
organization.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been one miracle after another. 9 years ago, my son and I were eating pizza at the dinner table, Chicago deep dish, and the war was on the TV. I had been in the military at the time, and he said, "Hey, do they have pizza like this in the Middle East?" And I'm like, "No, they're eating basic stuff." And he said, "Well, could we get some?" And my parents never ever said you couldn't do anything. It's always positive. You could be an astronaut, you could be whatever you want to be. And I said, yes, we could. My wife came home and said, I'm crazy. I emailed General Petraeus. My friend who gave me his email address said, I'm crazy. And he said, let's do it. So here we are 1.5 million slices later.
And you want to thank a bunch of people, too, as well today.
Yes. Today we are doing veteran hospitals around the nation. We're up around 30 right now and still pushing.
That's
one
fantastic.
in each state.
Man, fantastic.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We buy the pizzas, so we raise money and we buy the pizzas at the local wherever they want to get the pizzas from. And I've been to so many veteran hospitals around the nation. I have so many stories where you just cry. You walk in the room and the veterans, or some of them are sitting in a day room, and you push a cart of pizza in there. There was one room, they said, I don't know if you want to go in there. I said, are you kidding? These are my brothers. I'm going in there.
Yeah.
There was about 20 of them. They were jumping around. They're like, man, we just said it would be so nice to have a pizza. Oh, my God, thank you so much. All of us were crying.
It's such a taste of home. And I told you the story. Remember, it was, I think, 1.5 years ago, and you were in studio, and I said, a friend of mine, it's Captain Mike Wieland, who was in the Marine Corps stationed in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Green Zone at one point, too. And we were emailing, and I said, hey, I was telling him about pizzas for Patriots. I said, maybe you guys will get some of the pizza. Mm-hmm. And he said, no, the Navy always gets those, and then he was kind of joking in the email. And then he sent me the most heartfelt email about 2 weeks later, which I forwarded to you. And he said,
yes.
You're not going to believe it. We each got a pizza. And he said,
oh
God, I get chills when I tell the story because he said they went back, they heated them up on the grill, and then everyone kind of took their pizza and just kind of went and sat.
And just for thinking of home.
Yes.
I hear that all the time. They just are just freaking out. It's like the time stops.
That has to make you feel
oh my God, it sends a chill down my back. 4th of July I'll get up and I'll be drinking my coffee, and the project's already in its works. They're dropping pizzas out in the combat zone. And I'll be sitting there, man, this is a great day. The fireworks, good food, and all of a sudden I'm like, what else is going on? And a cold chill goes down my back, and I'm like, oh, the pizzas are being dropped right now. And the guys are just crying and smiling. It's just a miracle. It's subliminal persuasion. The average combat veteran's 20.5 years old. So 2.5 years ago, they're in high school.
Right.
Whether playing sports or good grades, and it's always about pizza, isn't it? I mean, it's the feel-good food for everybody, even in college. And ourselves, I brought pizza for you this morning.
I know. Kevin's face lit up.
Uno's,
All of our faces lit up.
April McCraven of Uno's over here on Ohio. Fantastic. Handmade pizza. And Mauricio, the chef, oh my gosh, it's a great pizza.
It's the butter crust. I mean, this is the real deal.
Fresh.
Chicago-style pizza. Talk about how the pizzas are airlifted. You say that they're dropped over. Tell us how they do that.
Yes, we make them here in Chicago. There's a huge, I have sent Lou Malnati's and Gino's East and lots of Uno's. And then I tasted chef pizza at one of the biggest pizza conventions in the world. And in Vegas, and they all knew who I was. I'm walking around, hey, I'm Sergeant Evans. I deliver pizzas. They go, oh yeah, we know who you are. I go, how do you know who I am? They go, you're the guy that delivers pizzas to Iraq and Afghanistan. So I tasted this chef pizza, which is just as good as Lou's. It's right up there with it. I said, I have to have this. So we get the best ingredients in the world. There's a huge, Rich Products makes our pizzas. Robert Rich and Rich, they're fantastic people, and they make them, they cryo-freeze them right away. We load them on pallets and ship right out.
It's the best, and it's wonderful, and you make so many people's days. Hang out for a little bit.
Yes.
Master Sergeant Mark Evans with us, Pizzas for Patriots. We'll introduce your friend here as well, and thank you always, again, for your service.
Thank you.
It's 5:50 in the morning, 720 WGN. Thank you, Dave. We're talking with Master Sergeant Mark Evans and Don Lucky Jr. about pizzas for Patriots. You can get more information. Pizzas for, the number 4, Patriots, all one word,
.com.
.com. All right, you have a couple of new initiatives, too, that you're working on.
Yes.
AdoptaVAUSA.
Yes. I'd like to first say that this was a huge team effort. I mean, my wife and Don Lucky, we work tirelessly to make it work. And we're very blessed. My wife works so hard. And another thing, we talk about veterans. I want to talk about Rosie the Riveters.
Oh, yeah.
They made this country what it is.
Yes,
you know, they raised us children. And when the men came back, they told the ladies, my mom was one at O'Hare. They said, ladies, bring your box, take your jumpsuit off. You're going home. You're going to have families, and the men are taking your jobs.
How about that?
You know, so we're doing a thing called First Responders now, where it's a new initiative because, you know, I'm seeing the how people are mad at first responders, you know, like police and that kind of thing, and they do such a great job. So, and you see all the heroics they do. So we've bought some pizza parties for fire crews, firemen, and also police if they do a great job. And civilians, just recently in Southern Illinois, this lady pulled a man off a wheelchair on railroad tracks and saved his life. The train hit a young girl, 20 years old, and we sent her a pizza party.
Unbelievable. Now, how can we get involved? How can people listening to this say, you know what, I want to help, I either make a donation or volunteer? How do we help?
Sure. Yeah, you know, we love to give a helping hand. If they make a donation, you know, they could say, hey, you could even have your own VA. Most VAs are between 20 and 30 pizzas. We get the pizzas for $5 or $6. So, that's $150. You could feed a whole VA if you want. You could even go there and serve the pizzas. Which is incredible. The other thing, my daughter's a pilot in the Air Force, and my son-in-law.
Oh, thanks to them as well for their service.
Aren't we blessed for that?
Yes.
And you know, all you veterans out there, this is such a great day. I didn't realize it. I woke up and I'm like, oh yeah, man, and I'm like, oh, it's Veterans Day.
Oh, yeah.
We're so blessed. Can I read you something?
I would
real
love for
profound?
You to. Please do.
I was somewhere and I saw this and I couldn't believe it. It's called "Embrace the Star." Who are the women that embrace the star? Does anyone know who they are? They raised their children right by their side, gave them love, showed them pride, taught them the basics and how to speak, always hugged them and kissed their cheek, read them stories, sang them song, taught them the difference between right and wrong. Then one day, their country did ask for them. The child would fall never again. The hug, never again to hug or to hold, left only with memories that never get old. Who are the women that carry that scar? They are the women who embrace the star.
That's beautiful.
Imagine that.
That is poetic.
My
That's
God.
beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's wonderful. And
I wish I could have read it better, but
no, you did a great job. It's
Thank
very,
you,
very heartfelt.
Andrea.
I'm glad you read that. Thank you. And it's Pizzas for Patriots. Again, please get involved. AdoptaVA
Adopt a
USA.
VA initiative, first responders. If you see somebody, people send us information if they saw a hero, and we send them a 3-pack of pizza. And they just love it. You know, they're like, oh, God, thanks so much. You don't have to do that. I'm like, we're like, are you kidding? You did things that I probably couldn't do, you know.
And thank you for doing this. I know you don't give yourself a lot of credit, you know, really. I know you don't take compliments too well. You say, no. But thank you for doing this because
Thanks,
I don't
Andrea.
think you realize the impact you have on everybody.
I don't.
And,
and you know, that's probably good to know that I don't, because I don't want to sit there, oh yeah, you know me, Mr. Hotshot.
And by the way, and tell everyone, this is a great story. When General Petraeus was in town.
For Chicago Ideas Week.
Yeah, for Ideas Week, and you went to go see him, and they said, oh, are you sure you know him?
Yeah, Chicago Ideas Week, he was in town, and my friend and I, Don here, and I said, we went, and I went to the head person, I'm like, hey, I want to talk to General Petraeus. They're like, how do you know Petraeus? I said, I have his coin he presented me. So
like, okay, who are these
they
guys?
went in the back.
These guys, right?
Yeah, they went in the back and they came out. They go, okay, come on with us. I went back there and he looked at me. He smiled. How you doing, Mark? I'm like, good, sir. How are you? I hadn't seen him in 8 years. And I'm doing pretty good. I says, are you ever coming back? He says, no, they can't afford me. He says, I got too much going on. And I said, are you going to have some pizza? He says, for sure. Lou Malnati's. He likes Lou. So yeah, he's a great guy. You know, we all stub our toe in life. We got things that happen and, Just got to keep moving forward and making the world a better place. This year we grew 1,200 pumpkins and gave them away to VA hospitals and charities and people and friends.
Playhouse,
Yeah.
local
Gigi's Playhouse.
Yeah.
People come out there and you see all those pumpkins. It's amazing, and it's just so neat to see the smiles on their faces. That's all it's worth. And the veterans, man, when they get the pizza, we even airdrop pizza to John McCaskey of the Bears, the son of the Bears. Yeah, the Bears said, we got this guy. Can you get him pizza? I'm like, well, let me know who he is. Well, whatever. So no, I got to know where he is. And John says, man, I'm out here. And I'm like, all right. I told this kid was from Rockford. His name was Kane, Master Sergeant Kane.
Yeah.
I said, Kane, we got to get this guy pizza. He goes, you know where he's at? He said, we can't. And I says, Kane, you live in Rockford, right? Who are the owners of the Bears? He goes, McCaskey's. And he turned quiet. He goes, oh. That's the McCaskey kid? I go, yeah. So, John, here, that's going out to you.
There you go, John. Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Master Sergeant, for all you work tirelessly with the pumpkins and with the pizzas. And if you want to help out, please go to the website. Again, as I said, Pizzas for Patriots, 4, all one word, .com.
And let's all
Master
celebrate
Sergeant.
America. We have an initiative we're going to drive very soon. We did it once already. It's called the American Flag Challenge. I want to see a flag on every building in America next Veterans Day.
Guinness World
Record.
Amen to that.
American Flag Challenge.
We started it up. We're going to grow it. And, I just want to take a second to say that this is really all about recognition. Thank you for recognition of us, but also, too, take the time on this Veterans Day just to say thank you. You see a vet, or you reach out and think about or remember a vet, just say thank you. That's really, with all these initiatives and all these things, all we're trying to do is just to say thank you. Thank you so much for your service and for serving our country.
And it's about America.
Yeah.
Veterans are America. Everybody's a patriot.
Yeah, absolutely.
The farmers were patriots. Everybody is here. We have to know that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Andre.
Mark, Don, thank you so much, and thank you all for your service. Back after this on GED.
We continue with the Steve Cochran Show on Veterans Day, and we invite you to text in a vet you'd like to remember. We'll get to as many of those as we can at 312-981-7200. Busy broadcast as always. Got a full list. Kev, did we put the list up of places vets could get a lunch or or something today for their service?
Yeah, we'll get it up on your social. How about that?
Sure, Twitter.
Yep.
@Cochran.